Hello there, I'm imWhiskerZ, back with Soulstone Survivors, and today I'm beating Curse 7, the maximum difficulty, without any runes. That's it, that's the plan. And of course I have my Elementalist, I have my Ice build in the future, I hope. Now, the success of this operation is mostly dependent on whether I get a one specific skill or not. Or how soon I get the same skill. The particular skill is the Freezing Blow, which converts all the slow stacks into paralysis stacks, and paralysis stacks increase damage taken by enemies. So the plan is to have Freezing Blow and 5 ice skills. And I hope this will carry me through Curse 7 without runes. Because as you know, runes increase damage by quite a bit. You can have your Focus rune, you can have your Purity rune, and those alone double your damage. Now I just need to be able to run away, that's all. So my focus here, oh that's good, that's a good ability. My focus here is to get as much movement speed as possible. Because if I can't run away from enemies, what's the point? The other thing that I'll be getting is, of course, hypothermia if I see it, and open wounds if I see it. Those two are a luxury for me. If I don't get them, so be it. I will be getting Touch of Ice, and after that it's criticals, you know, cooldown, and multicast. All the good stuff. And banish this immediately. Before I accidentally click it. Avalanche, that's a good ability. Not specifically good for its damage, but it applies a lot of slow stacks, so whenever I get Freezing Blow, it's going to convert to a lot of damage. That is, of course, if I get the Freezing Blow. That's not guaranteed. Smite reroll. Blizzard. Another gold mine for ice stacks, which is great. You do see me getting a lot of frailty cards. Those are not essential, but are very useful. Okay, Glacier. And Hypothermia. There it is. This is one of the best cards for me to get because it benefits from my ice build very much, because most of my skills will apply ice slowness. Which also has a chance now to apply fragility, which increases damage. Haha. So not only will I have paralysis after Freezing Blow, but also a lot of fragility. So hopefully at this stage you can see how this build can beat Curse 7 without the runes. Because you really don't need those. Now I can't imagine right about now doing it without all the meta progression upgrades. But maybe later, maybe sometime later. Hey, don't use that. Use... oh, ice damage, nice. I still didn't get my Freezing Blow, but I do have a spot for it, so... all is good. This, and no Freezing Blow. And unfortunately I have already run out of my rerolls and banishes. Did I run out of banishes? I didn't. So unfortunately, getting Freezing Blow nice and early is so much better than not having it for a while. But then again, you are not guaranteed to get anything, so this may as well be a restart. Still no Ice Blow. That's an ability. Right there, that's one single ability will ease my pain. Hopefully. Run! Don't get stuck into a tree. Good. Like, I can't even fly over it, good lord. Oh no. Ice. I'd love me some Freezing Blow. Actually, that's a heal, I need that. And a restart it was. There it is, Freezing Blow. The thing that I needed very much so. And Avalanche on top of that. Now, one skill that I really want at this stage is Blizzard. Now, of course, an important remark here. It is possible to beat it without the Freezing Blow, however, it is not as spectacular. The amount of damage you can pump out with this build, even without the runes, just by having Freezing Blow, is mind-boggling. Of course, having said that, I should try my best to not accidentally die and lose the game, because that would be just awkward and embarrassing. So to do that, I actually need a lot of movement speed. Now, you may see me upgrade area a whole lot. So the general idea here is that Yeah, ice skills, they don't exactly have a large area to begin with. And you really have to cover as many enemies as possible with your ice. Okay, Glacier multicast, very good. Let's see, damage for ice skills, yes. So another major boon that comes with having a single type of the skill is that you get skill type cards. And those are great for a lot. As you saw, plus 48 or is it 50% damage on all ice skills. When you have all the skills that are ice, that's a lot of upgrades in one card. You really want that. Multicast, yes. Now, you may have noticed that I only ever got one movement speed card. This is really bad. And since I had to restart to get the freezing blow, I no longer have my extra dash. For ice hammer, do I want to replace my very high attack speed frostbolt with a very high hitting frozen hammer? Of course I do. Now the specialty here for me is ice. So having two skills being ice frozen warhammer and ice vortex, which scale in damage based on ice stacks, is a very good idea. Just kill the bosses already, just do that. Now there is one menace of a boss, which is the ice boss. And the reason being... Oh, expose weakness, good lord, this is good. Now, hopefully I don't need to tell you why. This has a chance to double, a 50% chance to double all your own hit effects, which is ice, and paralysis, and fragility. Now, of course, this time around I don't have hypothermia, but, you know, it's gonna come to us eventually. I am certain. I need a lot more movement speed. Good lord, I can't even walk out of the red fields. And a couple of levels, yes. So, yup, movement speed, and area. What frontal skills do I have? Oh, the frozen hammer and the freezing blow. Okay, those are very good skills to upgrade. Criticals, multicast, yes please. Ow, oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, I need to kill the fire boss. Instantly. You know what, at this stage I really need more health, because I take a lot of chip damage for not having movement speed, because that's how this game works. You either crank the damage or crank the movement speed, because at the higher difficulty things just catch up to you. And of course if you go into Overlord and Endless mode, enemy castings will become so quick that they just appear on top of you eventually, and you eventually just die. Oh, there goes my final revive. This is bad. Alright, finally, as I'm nearing the completion of this challenge, I have a few things to tell you. This would have been so much easier if I had even two of the runes that I usually use. As in, the one that gives you the freezing blow instantly, and the one that allows you to dash faster and further. Another thing, if you see a Prophetess boss or the Plague Bearer boss, you have to annihilate them immediately, exterminate them with extreme prejudice. NPCs, the Death Knight, Paladin, Spellweaver and Pyromancer, those have to disappear immediately as well. Simple reason being, massive screen covering circular attack and the poison on the ground. Those two things ruin your day. Good lord. And of course, in this particular run, this is I have no idea which one is it. I think I'm 2 hours into trying this. Expose weakness and hypothermia. Those two are your friend. A very close friend. Another thing that I tried right now is to crank the area quite a lot. And as you can see, my snowballs, which is this explodey thing right there, are covering a massive part of my screen. Which is great because you want all your skills to apply a lot of slowness stacks on everything around you. Because that's how you destroy things. And destroy things you do. This build, you see, incorporates two scaling abilities. namely Ice Vortex and Frozen Warhammer. And what do they scale of? Slow and Paralysis. And what do I apply? Slow and Paralysis. So, if someone were to use this build to unlock Curse 5, Curse 6 and Curse 7, they can easily do it by adding a couple of runes. And don't get me started on adding a bunch of buffs to this build. Arcane Power? That's one singular buff will empower this build so much that will become easy. And I tell you, this wasn't difficult. Difficult part was getting the build right. As in, I rerolled a copious amount of time to get the Freezing Blow as a third skill. The general idea here is that you get the skill from a rune which costs you 1 rune power. So naturally you're gonna have this rune as equipped and you're gonna have the skill from the very get-go at the second one. So if you don't get it as a second or third or a fourth one, if you're getting nice skills, like I did, you just have to restart. I mean, if the game is cheesing you with difficulty 3, you just have to cheese it backwards. Now let's see how much damage it did. Ice Vortex, absolute unit, 22 million. And also, it took less than 10 minutes as well. Good lord, I'm a powerhouse. Now, of course, if you're watching this far, why not subscribe? And if you are subscribed, thank you for watching this far. See ya!